Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the bell. I'm a little on the bum side today. You know, I started getting myself back into doing these reaction videos because life is so good and things are going so smoothly. Everything's just fine and dandy. Why not? I got plenty of time to almost, okay, my time's starting to go away because the way they're running this route has gone screwy. And now I got plenty of time, but I'm kind of depressed, so I don't feel like doing it. I really wish I had my Xbox or my PlayStation with me. I'm thinking about going and buying one. Is there a pawn shop store around here? I'm stuck here till Monday. And what's really irritating about it is it's because they put me on a reset from Saturday to Monday. Why did you put me on a reset? Why did you do that? If you were going to do that, you should have told me, and before I drove here, I would have went home first. I could have went home and sat at home till Sunday and then came here for Monday morning pickup. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to anybody? It's not fair, man. It's like, why would you make me come over here? Now I'm 470 miles away from the house when I could have just went home for the weekend if you'd have just told me at the beginning of this. And obviously you guys must have known this was happening because Friday morning I asked you, hey, where's my weekend loads? Where's my weekend load? And no one replied. Phone call, left messages. I didn't get a reply. I tried calling even last night after hours, nothing. This morning I called the weekend crew and they're like, oh, you're on a reset. No, I'm not supposed to be on a reset. I just came off of home time. What do you mean I'm on a reset? Oh, let me see if I can get you something. No, yeah. I ain't got nothing for you until Monday. Till your reset's over. It's very, I don't want to use the term depressing, but it kind of is, I guess, discouraging. You know, it's my first week back from home time. You know, my first full week back. You want to make a good check. And I'm remembering before I went home, the same thing happened to me. And I ended up, if I remember right, I think I sat through the weekend last time before I went home because it was like, oh, I'm going to have this check. And I ended up with this check because of it. And now the same thing's happening this week. The money's not going to be there. You know, I got bills to pay. I just put $5,400 worth of tires on this truck. It's going in 2 weeks to the house for another $1,100 repair. Just came off of a $500. So this month, the end of this month, I'm going to have almost $7,000 worth of repairs on this truck. I mean, tires ain't repairs, so we can't say that. I really can't say that. Now, let's scratch that. Tires are normal wear and tear, so that don't count. The oil filter that I'm getting replaced for about $1,100, that's normal wear and tear also. That's maintenance. So you can't count that. The $500 I spent when I was on home time, you can't count that because that's just incompetent technician. Oh man. So really, I just had maintenance, heavy maintenance this month, and it wouldn't have been bad except those tires. Which, come on, man, if you're watching your tires, you knew they were coming. I don't know why I was thinking I was going to get till November out of them. Last time I checked them, really good. I look at my tires every day, at least 2-3 times a day. But I just, I'm kind of glancing for bulges, bolts, nails, anything like that in them, and to make sure there's no tread coming off. Not really, you're used to seeing all the treads, so it's not that big. And then when they got low, it's like, wait a minute, you need to start watching this tread. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee. New cup of coffee. Now, the other thing, sitting here, what am I going to do all day today, all day tomorrow? Obviously, the nights you sleep. Sit and eat and get fat? I mean, there's a really good place to get some really good, fresh chicharrones. But those give you a heart attack. You eat too many of those, so I ain't going to go get those. I had some the other day. So I think what I'm going to do to be smart about this is I think I'm going to run to Walmart and get some healthy snacks. Maybe some celery and some peanut butter. I mean, peanut butter is not that great, but you just put a little bit on. You don't go hog wild like a dumbass. To snack on. Maybe some popcorn. Popcorn's better than potato chips. Oh, the ass crack. Holy shit. Pull them pants up, bro. Why did I have to see that? Fuck my life. Oh, Jesus. That's trucking, baby. That's trucking. Whew. And then the parking spot I got right here is right up front, which sucks because it's noisy. I might try to find something. But see, I like to be near the grass. I like to be near the grass for Billy. Otherwise, I got to carry him across hot pavement to get him to the grass, which is, just a pain in the ass. But when I go shopping, I'm sure I'll lose this spot. What really sucks is it's the weekend, so all these other trucks are probably not going to move. If you're watching this video, you can see I'm doing a voiceover because I completely just went into squirrel land. I mean, look at the video. I'm just lost. I mean, I don't know what the hell I was looking at. Totally oblivious that I'm doing a video. That might be some kind of a mental condition. I don't know, but it worries me because I don't remember doing it. I just got, it's either from Lucas or Trace, since we're on a messaging chat thing together. One of them, because it just popped up in the notifications while the screen's on, FML. So one of them just got whacked. I don't have my air turned up enough. It's getting hot. The sun's beating down. It's barely in the middle, because when I'm sleeping at night, I don't need ice cold air blowing on me. I just put it to where it's cool air, which is kind of nice because your APU will cycle on and off as long as you're in a good deep sleep. Otherwise, that cycling will wake you up. But at some point, early morning, Billy starts growling, then he barks. So I wake up and I'm like, okay, whatever, fuck off, Billy, shut up. Go back to sleep, and he does it again, and I hear noises outside. So I look, and there's a pickup truck parked along the front of my truck. I'm like, what the hell? Are they robbing my fuel or something? What the hell is going on over here? So I'm looking around, and I think they were doing something with the truck next to me here, working on it or something. So I went back to bed, and they kept making enough noise that like every 15 I don't know how many minutes, but Billy kept barking and waking me up, so I finally cranked my AC full blast, so it turned the APU on full blast, so he wouldn't hear that little bit of, because Billy would go off if he hears just an outside. He's a Yorkie, fucking Yorkies. He's so afraid of, but yet he'll bark the shit out of it when it's outside. If it's inside the truck, he dives behind the seat and hides. Again, I don't want to make this a big bitching, complaining video, so let's talk about some good. Let's talk about some... Did I brush my beard today? I don't think I did. I rolled out of bed so depressed. Well, we'll talk about that real quick. No, we don't need to talk about that. Let's talk about the good. The weather's nice. No rain, no flooding. No wind. So that's nice. Truck's running good, although I think she's down on power. I got to ask the shop when I go back in there. I've been thinking she's been down on power for about 6 months now. I almost want to say ever since they did the recall on the rocker arms, which makes me think, did they adjust the valves wrong? And maybe she's not opening the valves up enough and she's not breathing. Because that's what it seems like. It seems like it's not getting enough fuel to just kind of rev out like it should. You know, it always feels like I'm under a load. Even when I'm empty, it feels like she's got not a heavy load on, but a load. And shit, when I have 20,000 pounds on, I swear, you would swear you're pulling 40,000. Thank God the areas I go aren't that hilly. But you know what's going to happen? Oh, we're going to have to do this, that, and the other. It's going to be $30 million to test it, and there might not be nothing wrong. Do you want us to test it? It's probably fine. We'll take it for a test drive for $300, and if we don't feel it's underpowered, you're getting by. It's Bobtail. What the fuck? It's Bobtail. Bobtail, she feels fine. Actually, not even Bobtail does it feel fine. It feels a lot better, but it's really doggy off the line. It like... it's really lagging off the line. But I'll get blown away pulling an empty trailer off a red light and a truck's loaded next to me. I just assume that's the gearing difference because this was a prime spec truck and it's probably spec for really heavy meat loads. So it's probably really low geared, which is going to make it take off slower and shift a lot, which is good when you're heavy, but when you're light, you don't need that. And those trucks are probably more moderately geared, maybe, for dry van cargo. For dry van cargo, I like doing this recorded video. I had to pause it. I had an itch on my back, and I was able to pause it and itch my back without you guys seeing it like I normally would under a live. So I'm thinking that could be why it does that. But yeah, she just seems like she might be down on power. And it seems like it's been like that for a while. And I keep trying to ignore it because it's like, no, David, it's in your head. It's just in your head. But I always tell myself, when you got a gut feeling about something, your gut is usually right. You know, when you look at your truck and you go, hey, that looks like there's a dent in the side of it. Nah, that's just got to be the way things are and then you go over there and there's a damn dent. Did that make sense? That's not a gut feeling, though. That's visual. Never mind, that was dumb. But you guys know I'm not the smartest freaking, I can't even think of a funny saying. Smartest turnip in the bunch. Smartest sardine in the bunch of turnips. I don't freaking know. I don't know. See, if I was doing this video on something else, I could pause it and go on Google and look up smart things to say. But I'm too stupid to do that. You guys know I'm just boning around. Just goofing around. I'm just bored and I want to talk. And I don't want to do a live because you guys will make fun of me. I'm actually feeling a little better after sitting here and staring at this camera and chit-chatting about it. Probably because there's no one to talk back and say, oh, that's screwed up, and, you know, egg me on to get me irritated. I got to turn this AC up. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that AC noise don't screw you guys up. Hopefully it's not too noisy. But one of the things I will get done while I'm here on the weekend is I'll get all my floors cleaned up and the carpets vacuumed. That's like a never-ending process in this truck with having Billy in here, because his long hair, he'll get grass stuck in his hair. Even though every time he comes in, I've got this towel right here. I dry his feet off with, and, you know, try to clean him up before he goes into the truck. He'll still get, you know, obviously he's got fur and he's walking through the grass, so he'll drag grass pieces in here, and I got to clean him up off the carpets and stuff. It's like a never-ending battle. Bro, you need a new vest, dude. That vest is fucking hideous. Yeah, that vest is hideous. Yuck. Grody, man. I should go walk him a vest. Lots of action going on. Lots of action going on. We got a bobtail block the guy with the trailer because he wanted to run up to the shipping office. So the poor guy with the truck and trailer can't get out. Now luckily the guy was only in there for a minute, because he's like, bro, I need to leave. But I don't have my curtains closed. I'm going to close them when I come back, because I got to go make that. Oh, the other thing I'm going to get is yogurts. I'm going to get some yogurts, because those are a good snack. That aren't bad. I get some sugar-free yogurts. Yeah. That's the plan. That's the plan for the weekend. Of course, I'll probably come on here and do some lives. Bitch, moan, and complain on the lives, because why not? You know, a lot of people, oh, you bitch and complain, you know, or blah, 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 blah. But, you know, it's just everyday life, man. I'm not trying to bitch and complain, but I'm trying to tell you guys what's going on. So if shit's going on, it's going to be a complaint. Think about it. How long have I been, you know, I haven't complained, I don't think, once since I've been on this dedicated. Not really. Not really. I haven't been mad or irritated since I've been on this dating. And I can't even really say I'm mad in there. I was upset this morning. I was upset only for not for the fact that they sitting me through the weekend, but the fact that they ignored me Friday, and I find out today. If they would have answered me yesterday and said, bro, you know what? We screwed up. I don't know why we sent you over there. We should have told you that you're not going to have a load for the weekend. Do you want to just go home since you're by your house right now? It's like, that would have been nice. I think that's what irritates me the most, is I could have went home. I could have been home Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and left Sunday night to come here for Monday morning pickup. So I could have went home for 3 days. I think that's why I was so upset this morning. And now that I'm sitting here and it is what it is, I'm calmed down and I'm back to normal. You know, I love this dedicated. I wish things would get better. There's some shit going on in it. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. It was great, and things went sideways. Hopefully this don't mean the end of this dedicated. Maybe that's what's going on, is the dedicated is running out of freight, and it's going to be, you know, maybe getting rid of people and or stopping. I mean, this freight I haul doesn't, you know, it doesn't always, it's not going to be an end-all be-all. It's not like it won't, you know, hey, you know what, these stores don't need this freight anymore. You know, you guys hauled enough of it. Their warehouses are all full. You know, that could very well be the case of what's going on here. Maybe they're trying to find a different customer. Maybe they're trying to find a different customer to keep us moving. which means, will my lane change if that happens? Obviously, it probably would. Hit the like button, guys. I'd really appreciate it. It will get the algorithm going, and I'll tell you what, it's really hard to make videos when your audience is falling off. I've gotten a lot, things have picked up a lot since I started doing the reactions. Yeah, you know, the analytics are showing that they are helping. But I need you guys to help. It's free. Hit the hype button. I don't know what that is, but I noticed it on a thing, and I hit it, and it said you can't hype your own videos. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm the only one watching them, so fuck. Thanks for watching. How do you turn off a fucking recorded video? I'm used to doing live. There ain't no fucking bloop button to bloop it. Oh, you just turn the camera off. I'm retarded. I gotta edit that out.